going to do a Tunisian couscous for Rosh Hashanah. It's the Friday night dish of the Jews of Tunisia. Tunisia is on the Mediterranean coastline. Fish is very, very important. And fish is also a sign of prosperity and of fruition of the new year. So it's naturally something that Jews have always made for the new year. In fact, in North African homes, they would have had a head of a fish on the table so that you can be the head of the year rather than the back of the year. Take one onion, and it doesn't matter how chopped up it is, because it's going to be sieved anyway. But you want to get a really nice onion in there. So I take one onion and I just chop it. Okay, so we're going to saute an onion first. Put a little bit of olive oil in here. Saute an onion. 1 minced garlic in here. Okay, we're going to add 2 tomatoes. These are small, so we'll add 3. I actually don't bother peeling them. I know that Tunisian housewives would probably think I'm awful. So then you're going to start with about a teaspoon of harissa. You might want more. Harissa is the hot sauce that Tunisian and Algerian Jews make from hot red peppers and with garlic. It's like a tsug, which is what the Yemenite Jews make, but they make it with fresh green hot peppers. And this is a hallmark of North African cuisine, and you'll have to look in my cookbooks for recipes. But I make them with garlic and all kinds of other delicious things. So we're going to put that in, let it sit for a few minutes. Then we're going to put 2 teaspoons of tomato paste. And then 2 cups, of fish broth. And you can make it yourself or you can buy it at any supermarket. But of course, make sure that it's not seafood broth, because we don't want any shells in it if you're making this for a kosher meal. And then what you do is you just bring this to a simmer, as we're doing right now. And we'll just chop these. Or you could use those beautiful like the new onions. But unfortunately, you're not going to have them at this time of year. And you put in some garlic, like cloves of garlic. Here's a bunch of parsley. And don't forget, this is all for color. You can grind the fish if you want, or you can just put it in here. It's beautiful. This fish is flounder. You can use grouper. You're supposed to use either some hard and some soft, but I'll tell you something. I made this with pure flounder a few weeks ago. It was delicious. Of course, in the old days, you'd use a couscousière, which was a big, like a pot with a sieve in it. You'd make your couscous and you'd steam it over the soup base. So all the flavors would come into the couscous. And you would serve a very big either chicken couscous or any other kind of couscous for Friday night. It was always the most important dish. Push. And then put about a teaspoon of salt in. All right, I'm going to use all this harissa in it because I happen to like it. And it depends on the strength of your harissa. As well as you just squeeze these out. Don't forget the French influence. So French Tunisia, what do you have? You have broken up baguettes, right? What else? Of course, I'm sure you could use matzo meal if you wanted to, leftover challah. Put in 3 eggs. And I'll do them one by one. You don't want to get any blood in. And I would mix them, except that we're putting them into the Cuisinart so that they will mix in. That's the beauty of the food process. There they go. Okay, see how that is? Oh, I'm going to put a little pepper in too. Well, just for good shakes. How's that? Just do once around. And then I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and let it sit for a while. We're just going to put the squash into couscous soup and the hummus, chickpeas. All right, so now what we do is we dip our hands in cold water, and then we make these little balls. It's a little bit larger than a walnut, right? You should get about 3 dozen. Wait till you try this. They are so good. I'm just going to fry them. You don't want to put too many in, but you want to. All right, we're just going to do this till it's brown. It won't take very long. It's a hot. And then we'll put them over here. I promise you, you'll love these. All right. This is just going to show a little garlic and some tomatoes. Stir it around for a few minutes. Add 2 teaspoons of harissa and tomato paste. You want it to be about 2 inches of water. There you go. Bring it to a boil. So just put these in for a few minutes to get even more flavor. Okay, so we're going to put this on here. And you see how they separate? That's because we put them in the microwave in this with a little bit of water. You don't, to really make, once I'll do couscous, I'll show you how to make couscous from scratch. But very few people do it anymore, alas. All right, so here we put the couscous in the middle. Then, you can do this the way you want to. You don't have to put all of them on, but I kind of like to put them all on. So you get all the fresh ripeness of fresh tomatoes in the summer. This is the last of your tomatoes. Don't forget that Tunisia, Morocco, and Algeria harvested lots of tomatoes when they came from the New World to the port of Naples. Okay, here we go. So you put this on top. And you serve it to all your guests. Shana tova, bon appetit. I hope you like it. Okay. So you can put as much gravy on as you want. You have these wonderful fish. And as I taste this, I want to wish you a Shana tova and a bon appetit, bete avan. And let me see how delicious it is. Have a wonderful New Year.